Okay, welcome to the Learning Whaledrop series. Today we're going to talk about the Whaledrop Asset Courier, which is a premium email delivery service that helps you send large files, secure information, and track email delivery. There are two parts to email. There's the inbox, where messages show up when somebody sends you something, and there's the outbox, or your sent mail folder, where messages go when you send them. The Whaledrop Asset Courier is a premium email delivery service, which means it helps the messages that you send. It does not affect your inbound mail, and it does not change your inbox where messages show up. All it does is it takes the messages that you want to send and makes sure that they get delivered with confidence to the recipients. To understand why you would want to use Whaledrop, you need to understand a little bit about how email works and what the three failures of email are. The three failures of email refers to the fact that 1. You cannot send large files, 2. You cannot send private information, and 3. You cannot track email delivery. First of all, if you want to send large files, you may not be able to do that via email. The way email works, when you send a message to someone, their receiving email server can dictate how large that message can be. And they can control the message size not only on the server, but for each individual user. So you really have no way of knowing exactly how large of a file you can send to any one individual via email. For example, if I wanted to send a large document to somebody, I went to My Files and I wanted to send them this marketing requirements document, which is 15 megs, or even this Whaledrop kickoff document, which is 5.9 megs, if I attach that document to a standard email and send it to them, they may not get it. It really depends on their email server and their email account and how it's configured. This gets compounded when you want to send it to 4 or 5 or 10 different people, because 2 or 3 of those people may be able to receive the large file and the rest of them may not. What happens if you try to attach a large document to an email and send it? If it's rejected by the email server, that email will get bounced back to you, and you'll have to try to figure out what to do to get that file to that person. Whaledrop solves this problem by allowing you to send any size file via email. If I wanted to create a new message and attach the files that we were just talking about to that message, I could come in here, I could grab the file and drag it over to the message. I could actually grab all of the files and drag them over and attach them to the message. Whaledrop doesn't care what size the files are or what size your complete email ends up being. It will make sure that all of the files get delivered to each of the recipients, regardless of how their email server is configured. And you don't have to do anything special. You simply attach the files like you normally would. You put in a to address, a subject, and you click send. Whaledrop will make sure that those files actually get sent out to each of the recipients. The second failure of email is the inability to send private information over a standard email message. Many people don't even realize that they should not send private information by email. The way email works, when you send a message, that message gets routed through a series of mail servers, and you do not have control over those mail servers. But with the Whaledrop Asset Courier, you can be sure that a message is viewed only by the recipient by sending a secure message. To send a secure message, you create a standard email, you put in the recipients, you type your subject, and you put a tag in the subject line that says secure, and you type your body. When you click send, Whaledrop is going to see the secure tag in the subject line, and it's going to protect this body to make sure that only the recipient is allowed to view the content. When you send the message is encrypted from your mail client to the Whaledrop mail server so that nothing can see it en route between your client and the mail server. When the recipient receives the message, the recipient actually receives a notice that tells them to go pick up the message securely. When that recipient clicks the link to view the message, they're required to create a password for their email address and verify they have access to that email address before the message is actually viewed. With the Asset Courier, you can not only control who can view the message, but you can control how many times the message is viewed by each recipient. The third failure of email is not being able to track what happens after a message has been sent. I can go to my Sent folder and view messages that have been sent by my client, but I don't know if these recipients have actually received and viewed the message. But with Whaledrop Asset Courier, I can find out that information. I'm going to go to the whaledrop.com website and I'm going to log in with my account. And when I log into the Whaledrop website, I can go to my messages list and see all the messages that have been sent by my client. On here I can see that this private message is in the list. I can click on that message. And when I view the message, I can view events associated with the message. So in this case, I can see that the message was sent OK to the SMTP server for Doug at whaledrop.com. And I can see that Doug accessed that message via the web to successfully download the body. Being able to track your email is very important in some cases. Now, you don't need to know this information on every email sent. But if you send something important and you want to know for sure that it was delivered, or if someone says that they never received an email, you can use the Whaledrop Asset Courier to verify the delivery events associated with that email. So in summary, the Whaledrop Asset Courier makes your email work better. It doesn't require you learn a new application, and it doesn't require you do something special every time you want to send a large file or a secure email. It simply allows your email to work the way you want it to work. If you'd like more information, go to www.whaledrop.com and sign up for a free account today.